In today's lesson, we'll be learning how to find an equation for a line given 2 points. In our first example, we want to find an equation for the line passing through P and Q. This equation should be in slope-intercept form, which means we're going to need to find the slope and intercept. We can find the slope since we have 2 points, P and Q. I'm going to call this x1 and y1, and this x2 and y2. Let's start with our slope equation, which is m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I know that y2 is 6, y1 is 3, x2 is 5, and x1 is 2. Therefore, 6 minus 3 is 3, and 5 minus 2 is 3, which means our slope is 1. Now that we have our slope, we need to find our y-intercept. What I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute in my slope, which we determined to be 1. Now, since anything multiplied by 1 stays the same, I'm going to remove the 1. If you remember, x and y represent any point on the line. Therefore, we can either substitute in point P or point Q. I'm going to substitute in point P. Doesn't really matter. I want to isolate b, but b is stuck with this 2. So to get rid of this 2, I'm going to have to subtract both sides of the equation by 2. Three minus 2 is 1. 2 minus 2 cancels out, which leaves me with just b. And I'm going to rewrite this since we read from left to right, so the y-intercept is 1. Since we know the slope is 1 and the y-intercept is 1, all we need to do now is substitute in these values into y equals mx plus b, which will give me y equals x plus 1.